there has been no democracy or equality or justice in Burma. I think that's what I want to start with. And 2010 election is just another event, for the regime to use, to talk with the international community and to use as a tool to legitimate themselves. They change the military uniform into the civilian uniform, while the core and the inside is still the same, remain the same, and the violence will increase. That's how we see the situation right now. The several groups, the ceasefire groups, have not agreed to become the border guard force, which means they all should become under Burma army. And we see that even whatever they say, whatever the regime say that they will bring peace and democracy in Burma, on the ground, they're preparing for war. Why we are saying this? Look at in the local situation. They have planned to build the railway where they can carry more like artillery and heavy weapons in southern Shan state. And that is not very far from the Thai border or not very far from the China border. And last year in August, after one of the ceasefire group, the Kokang, refused to become the border guard force. The regime said use any accuse to them and attack. And that is the first time where 37,000 refugees fled to China after 1 week of the attack. And if we are looking at the regional stability, if fighting, and we are talking, this is the ceasefire area where 20 years of ceasefire, but suddenly the fighting took place. And we are very concerned, that in other areas, as well, that the renewed fighting in the other parts, will continue, and this will also means more refugees to Thailand. This will means more people who will lost their land and also displaced inside Burma. I would like to point out that Burma is still in the conflict zone, and especially in eastern Burma, where the conflict still take place, as we speak. And the people are fleeing, and internally displaced people, 500,000 internally displaced. The women's health are in crisis. One of the 14 women out of the 14 women have the, malaria, and maternal and also child care and also rate is also as high, more than 2 or 3 times than the national rate that's claimed by the Burma military regime or the UN agency. So this is the areas along border with Thailand. This is what is happening today, and looking on the ground, we still able to document, the continued systematic use of rape as a weapon of war against the women in the ethnic area. Early this year in May, 13-year-old girl was raped, by 3, was gang raped and killed, and also villagers their houses were still burned down. So talking about the election is only one of the, for the regime, and I think we have to focus on the real situation and whether, what will bring the real change, what are the action, what pressure that we must take. And I think that apart from the concerns, of the situation in Burma and how, this will keep continue. And I also want to add from Ajahn Kunsai, perhaps also other information, from different perspective. Many people in Shan State, they still ask where are the leaders who won the 1990 election. They are imprisoned. Kuntun U, the chair of the Shan Nationalities League for Democracy, who won the largest seat inside Shan State in 1990, he's arrested and imprisoned, and he's sentenced 96 years old, 96 years. Another leader who was arrested by the Burma army, one of the ceasefire leaders, Joseph Tan, 106 years imprisonment. So together with other members, of the Shan Nationalities League for Democracy who, are still in prison today. And this is the voice of them. are not participating in the election, and they know that without releasing these leaders, there will be no change, for the people. And these are the people, who are respected and by the community. So I think we may look at different situations, but still at the end of the day, the real situation on the ground, I think that is the situation that we have to face, and that we still have to continue to work, in order to bring real change for the people.
Thank you, Jam Tong. And I'm wondering, in the eyes of from current groups like Gwese and Wagushi, from current perspective, do you think there should be one direction of different ethnic groups to form together in order to communicate or talk to the Burmese government after the election? What would be the possibility of communication? Gwese, please.
Thank you. To talk about these issues, I think I want to start with this word. The 2010 election is just the process of the SPDC to activate the 2008 constitution. And asking about the constitution, we can ask, this constitution is written by the people and for the people, or did people have access to participate in writing this constitution? Not at all. So we can clearly see that this constitution is just for the regime to prolong their power. In this constitution, really we protect the rights of the people and promote the rights of the people, or not. And because by looking to the constitution, we clearly understand that the regime is trying to build like looking to the flag of the state, and also looking to what their plan on the ceasefire groups to become the border guard force. It's clearly stated that the regime is trying to build a one nation, one state, one nation, one language, one army, just everything under their control. Then there will be no more rights of the ethnic nationalities. So it is very important to see that after this election, we already know what will happen, as other friends also mentioned about the elimination of the armed groups. If you are not accepted to become the border guard force, then you will be eliminated.
There's a real kind of political space even after the elections.
Thank you, Sherry.